Welcome back to another video. My name is Abby, and today we are talking about the exact amount of time that you should affirm. Now, if you're new to this channel and you want more videos about practical spirituality and how to increase your self-awareness, go ahead and hit that subscribe button below. Click the bell. As soon as new videos come out, you will be notified. And if you really love this channel, if you really like this video, simply hit that like button. It's really going to help to spread this information and support this channel. So back to the video. What is the exact amount of time that you should affirm / visualize? First, I want to make sure as to the purpose and why you do it. Basically, you're affirming, you're visualizing so that you can manifest. In another of my videos, I've talked a lot about the origin of manifestation. What does that word mean? It basically means to reveal to the eye. And what I really like about one specific definition is revealed to our senses. So basically our outside world is a way for us to experience ourselves, meaning that our thoughts, our feelings, our beliefs about ourselves, the meaning we've given all the things that has happened to our life is a value about ourselves. And we get to experience ourselves through our tangible world, meaning that whatever the situation is, it could be about money, it could be about a career, a dream job, or a relationship. In my specific situation, relationships historically were really, really difficult. And what I was seeing on the outside was a lot of people who would reject me, they would abandon me, maybe they'd just be there, but emotionally unavailable, just absent. I could tell that they were not really engaged, they were not present. And really what I had to understand is that was me reflecting me. Really what I had to understand was that it was a reflection of what I was doing to myself. Just as that person was rejecting me or not giving me the time of day, I had to understand that for me to care and chase that person and to weigh their behavior towards me as something valuable, I actually had to reject myself, because I had to say, oh, you know what, you're really not that valuable. But if you get that person to give you attention, to be with you romantically, or some kind of thing like that, then I would feel better about myself, or so I thought. But spoiler alert, that's not actually true, because it never actually helped anything. The way that I started to see a different reflection through relationships was actually when I had a different relationship with myself. When I decided that I was not going to betray myself, and I was going to surround myself with people who felt the same way about me that I did. And when those were not in alignment, it was very easy to see. And since I chose myself, all other situations and experiences would naturally dissolve, actually. So that was a way for me to experience through my senses, through my outside world, myself. And Neville Goddard, if you're familiar with his work, he calls this everybody pushed out. You are pushing your thoughts, ideas about yourself, and the meaning you give yourself through your lifetime of experiences. You're pushing those out onto other people, and essentially you're seeing yourself in them, and it's really just reflecting you back to you. So why in the world am I talking about manifestation? Well, it's important to understand the whole reason why you're trying to affirm, you're doing affirmations, you're doing visualizations. What are you trying to do? Well, you're trying to get a different manifestation. You're trying to experience something through your senses on the outside. But again, it's critical you understand that that outside is not really outside. It's your inside beliefs. It's your internal thoughts and feelings about yourself externalized in your world so that you can see yourself more. And as you change your inside, as you change the value you have of yourself, the meaning that stuff has happened, maybe in the past you grew up and money was really hard to get, or you were taught that only really selfish people have money. So you grew up in a situation where scarcity was always around because you didn't want to be selfish. So you had these deep unconscious, meaning that they're outside of your awareness. They were just below the surface. However, they were running the show. Your subconscious beliefs, which were formed between 0 and 7 years old, because you're in theta brainwave. Right now we're in beta brainwave, and it goes high beta, low beta, alpha, and theta, and eventually delta when you're sleeping. And the reason why theta is so important is because it is actually the brainwave of your subconscious. So when you're little, you're just taking it all in, literally. Like a computer gets programmed, that's what's happening. That's your conditioning. Whatever is your primary culture growing up, that is what you're going to go base your whole life on. You're going to see your life through those filters. So when you're saying these affirmations, potentially it's about money. I am rich, I am wealthy. And you come from a background of scarcity, of money being very stressful, money always running away or not ever being there. Well, the thing you have to do is start changing your inner beliefs. The same thing in my case about relationships. I am loved. I am in a secure relationship. I could say that to the end of the day, every day for all of time. And the only way that it changes is when I change the belief I have of myself. So the big spoiler and the answer to this video, what is the exact amount of time for you to affirm and for you to visualize you watching this video? The exact amount of time is when, after you affirm that feeling you have, when you walk away from that and you go throughout the day and you continue that, and that actually is a natural state, you actually are changing the way you feel about yourself. You're changing your belief system. And a belief system isn't just about this one thing and then you pluck something out and you put something back in. To get out of that, you really have to erode and dissolve a lot of it, because one belief is part of a bigger system. And as you start to question, why does you believe that? Why is that a limitation? Why is that happening? What must I believe about myself to see this reflected back to me, to see this person who neglects me, who ghosts me, to see not much money in my bank account, or maybe you're in the negative, to continually be rejected by job opportunities? What would I need to believe about myself? Now, it's important for you and critical for you to understand that just because you believe that, that doesn't make it true. It doesn't make it true that you're not worthy. It doesn't make it true that you're not valuable. Even if you believe it, it's not true. What's happened is something happened in your past, probably as a child between 0 and 7. But really anytime. Those are harder because you don't really remember. Doesn't make it impossible to root up, but it does make it a little bit harder to get to. So something happened there. You gave yourself a meaning from that experience. And now you've been carrying that meaning in your unconscious. You're looking through the world based on that low self-worth, based on that low self-esteem, based on you thinking that you're not lovable, or you don't deserve, or you're not worthy. You're looking through the filters of that at the world. So you're not seeing the world as it is, but you're seeing the world that shows you that you're unworthy. So through all the 50 million bits of information you get per second, you're going to find the 40 that confirm, because we have something called confirmation bias. We're going to confirm who it is that we think we are to ourselves. And we find it, like, see, there it is. I knew it. I knew I wasn't valuable. And you get in a cycle. Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about that your personality is how you think, how you act, and how you feel. Your reality that you're personally experiencing is made up of that personality. We know that how you think and how you feel is creating your electromagnetic signature, and that's what you're sending out to the quantum field, and that's essentially what you're pulling back. You can say the same thing. Your belief system is shooting out and it is reflecting back to you. There's a lot of different ways to say it, but essentially this is the same thing. So if your personality, this is what Dr. Joe says, if your personality is creating your personal reality, how you think, how you act, and how you feel, and you're trying to change your reality through these same lenses, you're going to get the same thing, which is oftentimes why you see cycles, right? Someone tries something new, they start affirming, something starts going good, and then it all falls apart because you never really move. You have to go to the belief. Why is it that you think that you don't deserve it? Why is it that you don't feel worthy? Go back, try to find that original wounding that happened to you. You don't have to remember every single time it happened. Just focus on that feeling. That feeling wants the attention. It wants to be felt. When you feel that, you can begin to heal that. As you heal it, you can change your belief system about it. You can change the way that you see yourself. Then you'll change the way you see the world, and what you see in the world will automatically change. The amount of time to affirm is when you change the beliefs, when you can get out of that affirmation, that visualization, and walk through the world as if it was still happening, when that is a natural state. The state that you desire will naturally live through you, and you will be in the world in that way. You deserve to have that experience. You hold all the tools to find the things that you need in this world, such as watching this video. Follow your curiosity and honestly listen to yourself, your heart, not your fear and your ego, but your true intuition and your heart. As you do that, you will go towards the life that you want to live. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, hit subscribe. If you haven't done so already, like this video, and I'll see you on the next one.